So our problem asks us to write a expression, and then it specified that we had to model what was going on. So there's a couple different ways we can go about this, but since it asks us to model, that's what I'm going to show first. Anytime you need to draw a model, you need to represent what you are sharing whenever you talk about division. So am I splitting apart the 9/12 or the 3/12? The 9/12. So if I have 12ths, how many pieces do I need to split the whole into? Okay, so this would represent 0. This would represent 12ths. So now I have 12 pieces total. What this problem is saying is how many 3/12ths, how many groups of 3/12ths are in 9/12ths? So here I have my 12ths. If this whole thing is equal to 1, how many 12ths do I need to shade in to represent 9/12ths? Why? Because what am I trying to represent, Ozil? Yeah, 9, exactly. So, I mean, just saying the fraction literally tells me how many I need to shade in. So here I'm going to represent 9/12ths. Now I'm trying to find how many 3/12ths are in this. So from here to here is my 9/12ths. So if I'm separating these out into groups of 3/12ths, how many 12ths do I need to count by? 3. So here I go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 12ths. 1, 2, 3 12ths. So how many groups of 3/12ths do I have? Yes. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. Now remember the math antics video says that you never have to divide. You could just rewrite it as a multiplication problem. How can I rewrite this to show multiplication? Adrian?
9/12 divided by 9 12/3.
So we can see that I'm multiplying by the reciprocal. I've rewritten it. The saying is keep, change, flip. I kept the dividend. I changed the division to multiplication. And I've changed my divisor to the reciprocal of 3/12ths, which is 12/3. Now, I could, if I wanted to, just multiply straight across and get 108 divided by 36. Okay, right now everyone needs to be paying attention because this is a red hot tip. I'm about to give you the red hot tip. You ready for it? This expression I can also show as 9 times 12 over 12 times 3. So when I'm looking at this, I notice that I have a 12 on top. I also have a 12 on bottom. Hey, what's 12 divided by 12?
100.
Any number divided by itself is always 1. So cross that out. What's left behind?
9/3.
That's a lot easier. Instead of doing all this multiplication, I'm going to get rid of it before I have to multiply. Because then once I multiply, heck, now I have to divide 108 by 36. That's 2-digit division. I don't like doing that. So anytime that you can see an opportunity to simplify, take advantage of that. So 9/3, that's 9 divided by 3. What's the quotient? 3. Okay, so let me go ahead and be annoying again. Remember I said that 8 divided by 2 is always?
4.
8 ones divided by 2 ones is always?
4.
8,000 divided by 2,000 is always?
4.
Remember I said over and over and over again, if you have the same unit or the same denominator, you drop off the unit, you drop off the denominator, whatever that is, because it's always going to cancel. Just like how I had the 12 over 12. Remember when I rewrote the fraction, 12 8,000 divided by 2,000. I canceled out the thousands. This is the same thing. You just get rid of the denominator. You end up with how many pieces you have total. Here I had 9 of these 1/12 tiles, and I was grouping them by how many? 3 at a time. And it turns out that I have 3 groups of 3 within 9.